All right, great. So we have yet another example. That is item 3. Items are our examples in this topic. Okay, let's go about it slowly and we see the way forward or what was meant to be done about this kind of question. And with this, shall we say, a college is considering, they're saying, a college is considering offering grants to students involved. Now, grants are like an offer, like say, for example, can be more like a bursary or some money. Like imagine they've said the tournament, then they give out maybe a cow or a some amount of money. So that's what we call grants. Okay. So now offering grants to students involved in sports activities, with the criteria that, now criteria, these are methods on which they will base on to give the grants. So the first method or criteria is criteria that with the criteria that more than 70% of the applicants must participate in at least one of the sports. So more than 70%, the word is 70% in at least one of the sports. Okay, and I told that whenever you see a percentage, just know you must find the probability. Whenever you see percentage in a certain number, just know somewhere you must get a probability of this statement I've brought next. Okay, good. Okay, good. In sports, tennis, volleyball, or badminton. In tennis, volleyball, or badminton. Okay, this is the type of sports. You can go on Google and you search about it. It's a sport also, all right. And more than 50%, but to pass a scenario number, you don't need to know what that means as far as mathematics is concerned, okay. And more than 50% now, and more than 50%, and more than 50% must be proficient means good, extremely good in at least two of the 3 sports. Now, in at least 2 means that you must get the probability at least two of the students participate in the 3 sports. Now, 50%, you must get the probability. Then the answer you get, you compare to the 50%. Here, 70%, in at least one game, you're going to get probability at least one of the sports. The answer you get, compare it with what you have there. Okay. In most of the examples, I've been talking about this, and like enough, we have one example here. Okay, good. The college receives applications from 150 students. The college receives applications from 150 students. Now, these ones about percentages, never report them anywhere. The Venn diagram doesn't welcome any data in percentage form or a decimal. I told you that. And in sets, once you calculate any number and you get your answer when it is a negative, count yourself wrong already. We don't get negative answers, neither do we even get fractions or decimals anywhere apart from probabilities only. So I will start taking my information from here. The college receives applications from 150 students. That's the number in the universal. So number in the universal, they are 150 students. Good. Good. Revealing that 65 students play volleyball. Now, like we are, they have been summarizing for us. Badminton is B, volleyball is V, and tennis is T. So here you don't need to define to an examiner because it's already defined for you. Okay. They're now saying 65 students play volleyball. So number in volleyball is 65. Okay, good. All right. 70 play tennis. So number in tennis is a 70, and 80 play badminton. So number in badminton B is 80. Right, good. 35 play, okay. 35 play both volleyball and badminton. The word and means intersection, I explained that. So number in volleyball intersection badminton, they are 35. Okay. Additionally, 30 students play volleyball and tennis. So number in tennis, number in volleyball intersection tennis is, okay, that is 30. 25 play both volleyball and badminton. So number in, oh, is that so? No. Should be 25 play both volleyball and badminton. No, this might be tennis. Please, let's change that. That is meant to be tennis. volleyball, and tennis. That's all. Volleyball and tennis. Okay. 25 play both volleyball and tennis. So, no. Is it so? Volleyball and basketball. We have volleyball and tennis. So therefore, it should be that. Should be that. Okay, let's see how that is corrected straight away. Okay, good. So we have made the correction. The correction is here. 35 play both tennis and badminton. That's what the correction was. So tennis and badminton, 35. Volleyball and tennis, 30. Okay, 25 play both volleyball and tennis. 25 play both volleyball. Oh, this was meant to be volleyball and tennis. 25 play both. All right. So this one will be 25 play both volleyball and badminton. 25 play both volleyball and badminton. This one is volleyball and badminton. Volleyball and badminton. So that was correct. Okay, good. Volleyball and badminton. So V intersection B is equal to 20, is equal to 25, while 23 students did not participate in any of the three. Therefore, number in any of the three, number in volleyball, intersection, tennis, intersection, badminton, complement on every letter was 23. That means that one does not appear anywhere in the circles. It means that that one does not appear anywhere in the circles. Like we are, and any other information remaining did not participate in any of the three sports. Okay, now the tasks. You can only answer the tasks when you have this Venn diagram complete. So after summarizing, just go and complete up your Venn diagram. Okay, let's start off. So number in the universe, where are you? Number in the universe. Please, this one you can put it anywhere. Can even put it here, no problem. Number in the universe is equal to a 150. Right, good. Now, number in V. So number in V will be equal to, okay, 65. Number in T will be equal to, okay, 70. And the number in B, badminton, is equal to 80 without fear. So we have put this, that, and that. Okay, now after putting those ones outside, I told you what you begin with is put what is here first of all before you do anything else. And let's see. Do you have it anywhere in the question given to us? They have not given. Those who play all the three, they have not given. But instead they're asking for it, maybe somewhere, you never know. You must put this, and what shall we do? Since that there, we shall say let. Let number in V, intersection T, intersection B, equal to what? You don't say Bx, you can just say equal to X, and that will be real work for us, equal to X. So let this one be X. Then you go in the middle and put there X. Now, since you have that in the middle, you can now come and plant in any value. So this one will be number in T intersection B. That is 35. T intersection B, T, B. It is meant to be here. But since it's just T intersection B and it's 35, that 35 works for this whole area. But X has taken part of the area. So this will be 35 minus X. Done. V intersection T is 30. V intersection T is 30. So that will be 30 minus X. Then here, V intersection B is 25. So it will be 25 minus X. Now, I know someone is asking, when do we just put the number directly here without subtracting? Please, if they are decided, those who like who play tennis and badminton, then they add the word only. If they add the word only is, okay, so for example, 30. Those who play tennis and badminton only, when this word only is there, there is 30, then you can just come and plant the 30 just like that without subtracting. You don't subtract. Once the word only is attached, you don't subtract. And with that, I now at least cleared some of the things. Okay, great. Let's now proceed. Okay, we have now put in this and that. I'm putting ticks so that I can easily follow up. Now, this 23 is the neither. That 23 can just be anywhere. Please, it can be anywhere. It can even be here. So long as it's outside there. Cause. Okay, great. Then what are we going to do? We are going to find this area, and this area. So this area here, I'll call it small a, and this area you call small b, then I'll call it small c, like that. Now, in actually lesson 6, in lesson 6, I happened to give you people a method which we use to find these other areas here. But in this lesson, I'll try to sample 2 methods and we see the way forward. So let's go and see how we can get those small values A, B, and C. All right. All right, great. So let's now proceed. We are still proceeding. We now want to see how we can get the value of A, B, and C. And please, there are very many methods here. There are very many methods here you can use. Instead of, okay, if I want to get the A, say for example, I want to get that value of A. To get the value of A, what I can do, I will just say, I can just start with, now A is in which section? A is in this one of 65. You start with that 65 and say 65 minus. Now you add whatever is in this one here. A is in 65, so you add whatever is in that in there. So it minus 30 minus x plus 25 minus x. Please follow the playlist. This is another method yet, but there is another nice sample. And I don't know which one will be okay for you. So, but so this one now will be 65 minus, simplify. This and this will cancel. 30 plus 25 will give you 55 minus x, like that. Now you expand. Expand, you know that there's -1 here. There's a silent -1 there. So that will be 65. 1 times negative 1 times 55 will be -55. Now -1 times, okay, this negative times that negative will give you a plus x. So 65 minus 55 will give you a 10 plus x. So where the A is, you can put a 10 plus x. So now put a 10 plus x. This is another method. But in lesson 5 and 6, you can go and watch them. I used another method. You go and look at them and see which one is simpler for you. All right, good. So here, I'll come on B. I want to see I can get B. B is where? B is in this column of 70. So start with 70 minus, all right, 70 minus. I will also sample out another format, how we can get this. So 70 minus a 30 minus x. Please, I'm considering values which are in this column here, like this. A 30 minus x plus x plus 35 minus x. 35 minus x, and that will be a 70 minus, okay, 30 plus 35 will be 65. Okay, this x and x dies away, so minus x. There's a silent one there. So 70 would be 70 minus 65 plus x. Why plus here? Because negative is negative gives you a positive. And this will now give us 70 minus 65 will just give you a 10 plus x. Oh, they are the same, but it is never the case, please. It's just coincident that they are the same, 10 plus x again. All right, great. So let's proceed. Let us proceed. This will now be, let's now come and get it from here. I want to get the value of C. The value of C will come from 80 minus, okay, 25 minus x plus 35 minus x. There we are. So it will be now 80 minus, okay, 55 minus x. Why? This has gone away. 25 plus 35 will be, 25 plus 35 will give you a 60. So it away minus x. Now this will be, there's a hidden one here. So that will be 80 minus 60 plus x. So that will be now a 20 plus x. So in this region, we can now put a 20 plus x. Now maybe to help other people, I want to sample out. To help other people, I want to sample out something for you. If you don't want to use this method, to get the value of A, like originally here, to get, assuming this one is not there, to get the value of A, imagine, okay, you see, you have this somewhere, like this, like this, whereby here you have 30 minus x, here you have x, here you have, okay, maybe, okay, you have 25 minus x, here you have 25 minus x. Now what you do, and here you have A. Like I want to use this one here. I will say that A plus another method, that A plus a 30 minus x plus x plus 25 minus x, 25 minus x must be equal to what is the whole circle having? 65. This is another method. The whole circle has 65. Now you cancel out. This positive x and negative x can go away. So you have A. 30 plus 25, you have plus 55. Then there's that minus x is equal to 65. Now here you make A the subject, or you get the value of A. Now this x will have to come this side, and even this 55 will have to come that side. So A will be equal to, we already have 65 there. 55 positive causing the equal sign to be minus 55. Negative x causing the equal sign to become a plus x. So A is equal to 65 minus 55 will be a 10 plus x, which is originally as our answer there. Let's proceed, please. Let's proceed. We now go to the real area where we are required to find the value of x. Simply allow me rub up this area so that we can proceed. Good enough, you have it in the video. You can rewind where necessary. You can rewind where necessary. Okay, great. Let's proceed. You already have the work in the video. You can rewind back if you want to see what you have done before. Okay, now we can now proceed. Okay, now what do they want? Now I told you before we do anything in the tasks, we must have the complete Venn diagram. Our Venn diagram is here, but it's not complete yet. Why? It's because we have the unknowns there, the values of x. So let's go about finding the value of x. Then from there, we see the way forward. Now, times when you have a number in the universal, to find any unknown here, it should be that you add all the values in the circles plus the values outside if it is there, then you get the number in the universal. And that's what I'm going to do. So we start with, I will say now 10 plus x plus, I'm moving like this, a 30 minus x. I want to find the value of x here, plus a 10 plus x plus here plus x plus 25 minus x plus 35 minus x plus 20 plus x plus 23 equals to, oh, is my space even enough? Equals to 150. Hope you'll be able to see that. Equals to 150. Equals to 150. Okay, yeah, it's okay. Now let's try. What we begin with here is begin by adding the values. So I'm adding a 10 plus 30, that is a 40, plus this, that is a 50, plus this, that is a 75, plus this, that is 110, 75 plus 35 is 110, plus this, that's 130, plus this, that's 153. It is 153. Is it so? 153? Is it 153 anyway? Oh, let's repeat. 10 plus 30, that is 10 plus 30, that is 40, 50, 50, 75, 75 plus 35, have a 75. Okay, how is the calculator, please? That's 110. 110 plus 20, that's 130. 130 plus 23, that's 152. To be 152. Okay. And with that, let's now proceed. Let us now proceed. Let us now proceed with our work. Let us now proceed with our work. And you realize that here what you get finally here is all right. So members, you realize that we had some problem here. About finding this. You realize that to find the B, it was like this. Let me quickly put it here for you. It was okay. It was 70 minus. I want to correct this, please. There was an error there. 70 minus 30 minus x plus 35 minus x. This is where we are. Then it will be 70 minus, use a calculator, 30 plus 35 will be 65, by the way, minus x. Why minus x? This x and x has died away. So this plus this gives you this. Then there's a negative x there like that. So now a 70, okay, 70 minus 65 plus x. Now 70 minus 65, you get a 5 plus x, not 10. Let's change that. 5 plus x. So even here, where are we? Even this one is just 5 plus x. And with that, I think let's proceed. Let's proceed with energy. All right, so let's proceed. Now we're about adding. So 10 plus 30 is 40, plus 5, that is 45. 45 plus 25, 45 plus 25, that will be 70. That will be 70. 70 plus 35, that's 105. 105. 105 plus 20 to be 125. Plus again 23, that will be 148. There we are. Please, you only begin by adding those numbers. I've begun by adding the numbers, and the numbers alone have given me 148. Then from there, go about cancelling the x, positive x, negative x. Positive cancels with negative, okay? Then this positive cancels with that negative. Now this positive cancels. This positive cancels with that negative. Or what else? I think it's all done. And I'm then going with x. So if it is positive x, the answer plus x is equal to 150. Like that. So correct like terms. This 148 will go there. So 148 minus 148 plus x is equal to 150 minus 148. So now this cancels out to give you a 0. X is as good as 2, like we are. So our x is as good as 2. Anyway, sorry for that mistake. Now, the mistakes you're making imply that you must always be having a calculator. Good. And in that exam, of course, I know you will all have the calculators. Now, I'm going to redraw. Let's redraw our Venn diagram. Let us redraw our Venn diagram such that we can answer the questions that follow. I'm only putting a sketch of it here such that we can easily refer. So here we have number in V, which is okay, 65. Have number in T, which is 70. Number in B, which is 80. All right, good. So, but remember our x is 2. Let's start from here. 10 plus 2, that will be 12. Here, 30 minus 2, that will be 28. Here, 5 plus 2, that will be 7. Here, it is x itself, which is a 2. Here, it is 25 minus 2, which is 23. Then here, it is 35 minus 2, which is 33. Then here, it is 20 plus x, which is 22. But outside, remember, it was a 23 already. Good. Now, once you have that complete Venn diagram, we can now answer the questions that follow. Okay. Part A, they were saying, using the above information, determine whether the college should offer grants based on the 80% criteria and 50% criteria. Let's begin with, okay, we're answering part A. 80% criteria. What does 80% criteria say? Criteria. Now, I told you whenever you say percentage, just know you're going to find a probability. But what was the 80% criteria saying? What was the 80% criteria saying? When you rewind back the video, they said 80% criteria, 80% criteria, 80% criteria works only on at least one of the sports. Or it was actually, we would even change this. It was meant to be 70%. 70% and 50%. Okay. Now that means that the 70% criteria in bracket I'll put for you. This criteria, the next one they put there was at least one, in the bracket, at least one of the sports, at least one of the sports. That was the 20% criteria, the 70% criteria. Now, for you, what you do, now they say that more than this criteria, more than this. So therefore, you say at least one of the sports. For you, come and find the probability at least one of the sports. Probability at least one of the sports, and we say that probability of this will be equal to, is a fraction or is number in that statement, at least one. At least one. Allow me to write like that. Number in the universe. That's what we do. Now, finding at least one. The word at least one means, in simple terms, the word at least one means greater than or equal to 1. And which answers will you give here? At least one means greater than or equal to 1. Which answers will you give? Shall give a 1, a 2, and a 3, by the way. But remember, from our summary, we said that this is for only 1, only 2, and only 3. Please go and watch video lesson 5 and lesson 6. We have that summary already there. You go back and watch it, then you will be able to understand what this is about. So, one is only 1, which will mean that, okay, which will imply that, okay, maybe I'll do it like that. So, at least one. I'm not adding the other words of one of the games, but I know what it means. Now, at least one, this means only 1. Okay, maybe I can put it for you. Only 1 plus only 2 plus all the 3. Plus all 3. Only 1 because I have a 1, only 2, only 1 plus only 2 because I have a 2, plus all the 3. Now, only 1, how do we get only 1? Only 1 is this. That is done for only 1. So that will be a 12 plus a 7 plus a 22 plus, now that has been for only 1. Now only 2 is this one, and that one. So to be now a 23 plus 28 plus 33 plus 33. That's what we mean. Which answer are we going to have here finally? When you try to add that plus that plus that, the final answer you get will be, okay, plus all the 3, by the way, plus all the 3, which is plus 2. Now what you should know, from here up to here is only 1, from here up to here is only 2, then plus 2, which is all the 3. All the 3 is this one in the middle. So which answer will we get there? When you add, you'll see that 12 plus, okay, let's add. A 12 plus 7, that will be 19. 19 plus 22, that will be 31. 31 plus 23, that will be a 54. 54 plus 28, a 54 plus 28. Please use a calculator. 54 plus 28, you will get 82. Now, okay, 82 plus 33, plus 33, plus 33, plus 33, you get 121. Is it so? Oh, sorry. This is a 5. This is a 5. 125. Now 125 plus 2 will be 127. So this will give us 127. Now I found the one for the number of at least one. At least one, that is the answer. 127 students. But remember, they want it in a probability format. Why probability? Is because it is in a percentage form. So here shall say, it will now be a probability. Probability is equal to 127 over, what's the number in the universal? Number in the universal is 150. Number in the universal is 150. So your probability, allow me to write as prob is equal to, generally I can say 127 over 150 times 100. Why am I applying 100 by 100? It's because if here the probability has been given in a percentage. So when you multiply by 100, shall have it as, okay, press on your calculator, 127 times, all right, sorry, divided by 150. It will be, okay, it will be 84.7%. Now this is the percentage we have. And they say that in order for them to get a grant, then they must have more than 70%. And you see, they have a 70%. they show it higher. It's more like telling you that in order to get a gift in any paper, you should get 70%, more than 70%. And you shoot 80. Of course, there you just know what next. You just know what next. You put a smiling face. You know you have nailed it. Now, with these ones, you also got above. Therefore, the question remains, will they get the grant? Yes. You come and say yes, they will get the grant because they got 84.7% is more than 70% criteria. And with that, I know they will get the grant. But of course, remember, it was a 70% criteria and a 50% criteria. 70% they have finished. Let's see the last criteria so that you can finally conclude. The last criteria. All right, good. So let's proceed. Let's proceed. Let us proceed. Now, we are now going to the, this is the question, 50% criteria. And 50% criteria, if you go back in the question, was attached to at least 2 of the games. So you come and say direct. Probability is equal to number in at least 2. At least 2. Allow me to write like that. At least 2 over number in the universe. But how do you get the at least 2? At least 2 we get it from only 2 plus all the 3. Please go back to lesson 5 and 6 and watch this. How we get this, all the 3. You need to watch all the videos in the order of lessons such that you don't miss out anything. All the 3 over number in the universal. Now shall say only 2. Only 2 means that you're taking this 23, 28, 33. So that will be 23 plus 28 plus 33 plus now all the 3, which is 2, over number in the universal, which is 150. What will be your answer? What will be your answer here? What will be your answer? So 23 plus 28, that will be 51. 51 plus 2, that will be 53. 53 plus 33, that will be 86. So you shall get 86 over 150. But again, times 100. Why I'm multiplying by 100 is because the probability given to me is also in 100. You compare and see if these people were able to have their grant. So 86 divided by 1, 5 and 0. That is it. So it will be, the answer here will just be 57.3%. Percentages can be reported to one decimal place. Okay. 57.3%. Compare. This is also greater than this, of course. You know what next? You know what next? Smiling face means that you have short or you have got some higher percentage. Now, therefore, it means that comparing this and the other percentage, it means that indeed they will get the grants. So the college should offer the grants to those students. As simple as that. Part B, calculate the probability that a randomly selected student from the group participates in only one of the sports. Oh, we wind up with part B and we call it a day. Okay. So with part B, where are we? Part B, where are we? Part B, where are we? Okay, great. Just allow me answer the part B from here. Just allow me answer the part B from here. So part B, they are saying probability, okay, is equal to number in, what have they asked for? Of course, over number in the universal. What have they asked for? They have asked for probability that a randomly selected student from the group participates in only one of the sports. So probability number in only one. Only one. Like that. So this will be equal to, now only one means, I already explained that, means this area, this one, plus that. That's what I mean by only one. So that will be a 12 plus 7 plus 2 and 2 over number in the universal, which is 150. So which answer shall we have here? This is 19 plus, okay, 22 plus 19. So this will be 41. So be 41 over 150. That will be 41 over 150. 41 over 150. 41 over 150. So that's the probability they wanted. Now you can either leave it as this or write it in decimal form, or, okay, what I'm meaning is You can either choose to say 41 divided by 150. If you want to write in decimals, it can be this 0.27, 2 decimal places. Or if you want to write in percentage, then you get that 0.27 times 100, of which will give you 27%. These answers are all acceptable. You can leave it as a fraction, you can leave it as a decimal, or you can leave it as a percentage. Remember to conclude, you always bring a statement and say, therefore, the probability that a randomly selected student from the group participates in only one of the sports is, you put it there. Why? You need to always conclude. The 20 scores they award for every number. The some marks are reserved for the conclusions. So don't take it as a waste of time. Always remember to conclude. And then also remember to subscribe to the channel and share, comment, like. Thank you.